So was the Colby Covington Kamaru Usman fight stopped early? Now, I'm asking you guys an actual question. I would like a response to that in the comments section of my YouTube. I can only tell you this from my standpoint. I was surprised it was stopped. I have seen that position countless times in mixed martial arts. I have never seen a fight stopped in that position. Does that make it a wrong stoppage? I'm not really sure how one has to do with the other, right? I mean, you have a guy in Colby who saw the canvas. Now, I'm backing up a moment before, but as soon as Colby saw the canvas, he literally rolled as Kamaru's running out. Colby's eyes open up, he does a roll and springs up to his feet. Now, that's a different exchange, and this is a few seconds later, but the referee does have the right to tally in the fact that a guy was down and came back up and is now down again. But much like the first time when Colby sprung to his feet, he sprung over again, but this time Kamaru did get on top of him, so now Colby's in this double leg position. The reason I'm bringing that up is I do not know what goes through an official's mind. I only know what I see, and then I have to guess. And then I have all the benefits. The official has no benefits. He has to do it right now. I've had a week to do it, and still do not have my mind made up. So before anybody sees this and thinks old Chael is judging Mark Goodard, no. I'm admitting I've had a week. I've watched that position over and over, and I still cannot come to you and tell you in good conscience that it was an early stoppage. I can tell you I was surprised. I can tell you that Colby did not want that fight over, and generally when you get TKO'd, you want that referee to step in. Generally, when there's a TKO and a guy is pummeling you and you do not have an ability to defend yourself and you are getting hurt, it's like, hey ref, you're my tag team partner, get your ass in here, the rules are the rules. Colby didn't want that fight stopped. Colby was not hurt. I mean, that's the second that fight was stopped, Colby was on his feet looking to his corner. None of that can be factored into the previous decision made by the referee, and I'm not attempting to make it sound as though it is now. I'm just sharing with you in the world of controversy, I think this fight had some. I also think that it's relevant because when you're looking at, okay, what happens at 170 now? Dana White has come out and given us a couple of good indicators, and always at a press conference, Dana gets asked the same question. So in this case for Kamaru, well, who's Kamaru going to fight next? Well, Dana actually answered it generally, very broad, but 90+% of the time. Guys, let's see what happens. Not here necessarily to talk about what next. We're here to celebrate what happened. But you can't stop a reporter from asking it. And the reporters are never wrong to ask it. They're there to get news, something new, which travels very quickly. So Dana said, look, the Masvidal fight would be big. Masvidal's got the BMF title. Kamaru's got the undisputed title. It's a big fight. Yeah, it's huge. And I would like some clarity on that too. Because Masvidal is sitting on this ace. He can play it any time he wants. He can fight anybody he wants. It can be a main event at any arena in the world. It's going to be packed. It's going to be a big deal. Masvidal is just that guy right now. That guy is extremely rare, and that time does not last very long. But Masvidal's crazy ass will probably play that card to go fight for a world championship. That is my guess. But we got one more treat from Dana, which is he also offered what should happen with Colby. And he said he thinks that Colby and Tyron Woodley should now fight. Great. Fine. No problem with that. But isn't Tyron fighting Leon? What happened to that? I thought that was a thing. I thought that was an actual thing. I thought everything was accepted, and something happened with the London, and Tyron wasn't going to go to London, but he didn't say no to Lee. I thought they were just doing that somewhere else. What did I miss there? Sounds like I did miss something. Oh, also, should we give some consideration to the fact that Colby has a broken jaw? I don't know that he needs to be in there. Give Colby just a second. Give him just a little bit of a second. Guys, the fight's over. The fight's done. Colby came out. He didn't say one thing different post-fight than he said before the fight. He didn't show any different attitude post-fight than he did before the fight or in the fight. He stuck it up every one of your asses and down your throat. Colby Covington won. He attacked the referee. He attacked the position. He attacked the decision. He filleted everybody in his way in his post-fight statement. I think that Colby has more fans now than he ever thought that he was going to gain. People now see this isn't an act. This is a rough customer with very big goals that is willing to walk through the fire to obtain them. That is how you get respect, and that is what he got. But then he stayed on brand. He never once winked. He never once elbowed to the audience. He never once pulled the curtain back. If you guys aren't ready to start studying and learning from Colby Covington, if you're not at that point yet, I don't know what's wrong with you. And you may like the way he goes about it, and you may not, but if you don't study what he does beforehand, what he does in the ring, totally, start breaking down his highlight. That's the guy you want to fight like. But also how to carry yourself after, particularly in defeat. Staying on message, invoking your base, speaking to your people, and constantly growing that army. You guys got a brilliant guy that thinks about this and has this planned out. He's right in front of you. Dan Hooker is this way. Israel Adesanya is these guys that have it planned and they see the big picture. There's something to be observed here. There's theater, there's psychology, there's athletic performance that's happening. I can bring it to you. He can share it with you. You can either choose to see it or not.